Greetings and salutations to you people of the interwebs, and welcome to this week's edition of Transformer of the Week, where we're going to be looking at this guy. This is NewAge Flipper, or Bumblebee as we call him. He's a kind of a teeny tiny Bumblebee. Look at that. That is just, he's so small. He's so small. Look how small that is. I mean, I'm putting bigger. I'm moving towards the camera so he's bigger. But look, he's so tiny. It's a tiny little thing. Just a tiny thing. If you're not gathered by now, he's tiny. So he's an adorable little Volkswagen Beetle. Very yellow. Nice little paint on the headlights and the rear lights. And some silver on the windows, and that's pretty much it. It's adorable, it's cute. The main nitpick with this is the wheels don't move. They're just stationary wheels. They're not actual wheels. So that's the only thing that's put me off. Absolutely just perfect little alt mode is you can't really say much about it because there's no rolling wheels. Not a lot going on underneath. But if you want to put this in comparison, here is G1 Cliff Jumper. So that's how much it scales to one of the original G1 guys. This is G1 Gold Bug. I see. He's a tiny little car. Tiny. We do get tinier. Here he is next to a Micromaster. So yeah, Micromasters are tinier and do have rolling wheels, so it's just a shame it doesn't have those. I don't know what to say, really, other than it's tiny, it's adorable, it's cute. I wish the wheels moved. But he is a transformer, and he does transform. So NewAge are quite a new company, I guess. Unless there's somebody else who've just changed the name, we don't know. So what we're going to do first of all is we're going to remove this gun from underneath there. That's the gun. So we'll Flipper. What's that, Flipper? Flipper, not Skippy the Bush Kangaroo. They call him Flipper, faster than lightning. Right, so we flip those wheels in there. And what's next? Next, I think we flip this bit back and start flipping this back. So you're just going to pull that entire assembly down, out of the way. And that will fold all the way back like so. We will then bring out these arms. We're going to bring out these arms. We're going to fold that down like so. And these bits here are going to fold. That's going to fold like so. And while we're doing this, these bits, wheels, are going to flip like so. And then I'm going to take Flipper, badoosh, flip that. Flip. This is why it's called Flipper, because everything just flips. Unpeg that. fold these down, and these bits, guess what? They're gonna flip down on his heels. And then we have Flipper in his robot mode. Guess what? It's tiny. It's a tiny little Bumblebee. Oh, I don't know if you can make out how adorable that little face sculpt is and how small those horns are. That it is a bit of a concern when you're moving his head around. They're a little bit sharp, but they're also like, these could just break off because they're just tiny bits of plastic. So yeah, his head is on a ball joint, so it can look down a little bit. He's not going to be looking down at much. It can look up a little bit further. All the side to side, it can do a bit of a confused dog look as well, which suits Bumblebee. Arms, ball joints, let's get all the movement there. There is a little bit of a butterfly back there as well. Ball joint at the elbow. There's no wrist swivel or waist movement, but come on. There's no waist movement. But, you know, come on. Ball jointed at his hips. Hey, so he can flip around. Flip, 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 flip. Come on. Ball joint at the knee. And a ball joint at the foot, so you can get a bit of ankle rocking here and there. So, you know, he's quite an agile little guy. His big old feet. And oh, yeah, so he's just a lot of fun to just pose around. He's got a good, yeah, there's a little bit of a backpack there, but, you know, it's not the ugliest of things, is it? It just, he's just so cool to move around. I just really dig it. So he does have his pistol, voted most losable accessory of 2018, I think. So he can hold that like so in his hands, but it does kind of, he's not doing it now because I'm on camera, but it does have a tendency to just fall out. So just be very, very careful with that. I think it's going to go in a lot of people's vacuum cleaners. So that's his gun. I'm going to put it safe while we do that. We want to get the scale of him. Here he is next to one of those decoy suits from Power the Primes. Here he is with a standard deluxe class figure. Hey, Pro. You got shorter. Dick. Change this guy up quickly. Here he is with a G1 Minibot. We used to be brothers. Here he is with Goldbug. He's also available as Goldbug. You want to see him with this guy? There he is with the Hot Soldiers Gold Fly Bug. Yeah, you can see. Whoa, that's two different takes on a Legend scale. Bumblebee type figure. Here he is with a Micromaster, and you want to go with a standard Legends class figure. Whoa, just dwarfs him with that Iron Factory. So yeah, that is a very cool like mini bot to go with Legends class figures. I'm not sure if it's a little, maybe even a little too small, if we're going to be honest. But there's so much coolness though. Here he is with a Lego cat lady. So all in all, this guy is adorable. He's well engineered. The materials feel great. That gun's going to get lost. He doesn't have rolling wheels. But yeah, that's the only bad thing I can say about him, is just the lack of rolling wheels. The paint's alright. The sculpt works great. The transformation is a lot of fun. It does a lot of different like flipping things that I wasn't really expecting. So he cleans up really well. The proportions are great. Like I said, the materials are good. The articulation is surprisingly good for just the size of it. I'd like to see him do more. This NewAge, I'd like to see him do more. Obviously, you can get this as Goldbug and Bugbite at the moment. If you give me a Penny Racer style Cliff Jumper, I'll be very happy. Companies that start off with a Bumblebee and do a Bugbite and do a Goldbug are more than likely going to rearrange it to, resculpt it as a Cliff Jumper and get a hubcap out of that as well. That's probably a predictable, obvious thing. But then, if this company, rather than going the standard characters, they made some Micromasters, man. If they went like, screw you guys, no one's tackling the Micromasters, let's go on the Micromasters, they would, I think, be very successful to have Micromasters of this articulation to go with any line of figures. You could put them with Chuck, you could put them, they could be MP Micromasters, this level of articulation and paintwork, you know what I mean? You could go with any range if you did Micromasters like this. So keep up the good work, NewAge. Is a highly recommended, not going to break anyone's wallet. Yeah, if you see it on eBay or thingy, about £20, get it. Get it. He's the NewAge of Transformers. And that's why he's this week's Transformer of the Week. Join me next week. There'll be more Transformers. There'll be more weeks. But until get caught in a loop. Until then, be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. And because you deserve it, let's do a fist bump, shall we? Fisto! Fisto!